from the WNKY studios in South Central Kentucky, this is your News at 6 on CBS 40.
And a very pleasant good evening, everybody. Happy Friday. It is great, as always, to have you with us here tonight on WNKY. I'm Max Winitz. Our top story tonight, controversy, and I mean a lot of controversy in the city of Bowling Green right now. Mayor Bruce Wilkerson telling WNKY that he ordered all American flags to be temporarily removed from city-owned properties. Wilkerson says he made the decision based on information about outside groups coming through the area today. He says it seemed prudent to protect the American flag by placing them in safekeeping for a brief period of time. Wilkerson says the flags will once again be flown on Saturday. As of tonight, we've noticed that the American flags are not on flagpoles at Circus Square Park, and as you see right here, the Bowling Green Police Department. Flags are still flying at all Warren County-owned properties. Many in the community, as you can imagine, not seeing eye to eye with the mayor on this decision. Right now in downtown Bowling Green, more than 24 demonstrators are waving American flags. They were first demonstrating in front of the Bowling Green Police Department. Those demonstrators are now protesting in front of the mayor's office at City Hall.
There's people as far as Morgantown that has nothing to do with the city of Bowling Green, does not work here or anything, but they heard what had happened and they wanted to come up here and support Bowling Green and wave an American flag to everybody and tell them they love America.
Warren County Jailer Stephen Harmon has placed, as you see here, multiple American flags around the Warren County Regional Jail property in response to the mayor's decision. In other news tonight, today is June 19th, also known as Juneteenth, a day that commemorates the end of slavery here in the U.S. WNKY's Krista Garrison has more on what the day means right here in South Central Kentucky.
In the African American community, Juneteenth has long represented a sacred day celebrating emancipation and remembering those who suffered under the injustices of slavery. According to Ryan Dearbone, the president of the Bowling Green Warren County NAACP, Juneteenth is a day to recognize when we all became brothers and sisters under the law.
I think based off of what we've seen the past few weeks, past few months, there's been a lot of anger and hatred and divisiveness and confusion and just a lot of different emotions coming up. I hope that Juneteenth this year is a chance for everyone to come together and celebrate.
This year is different than past years, coming during a time when people are becoming more aware of the struggles that African Americans face, according to Michael Murrow, director of the Struggle for Emancipation for Equality in Kentucky Museum in Russellville.
It's a part of America waking up. We've been asleep for so long. What happened to African Americans in America is for historic. It just didn't mean anything. And you had Woodson came in with Black History Month. You had a lot of outstanding African American historians who tried to get the message out there. Who would ever thought that a guy named George Floyd would get killed and this would bring a new awakening to the nation?
It's a long time coming. This is something that should have been recognized a long time ago. It shouldn't take what has happened recently in the past few weeks and months to have made this a celebrated holiday for not only African Americans but for everyone.
Some companies and some cities nationwide have chosen to mark Juneteenth as a holiday for the first time this year. In Bowling Green, Krista Garrison, WNKY News.
Krista, thank you. Locally, August 8th is also considered an emancipation anniversary. Many people recognize that day as well. And right now in Bowling Green, a group known as the Bowling Green Freedom Walkers is hosting an event commemorating Juneteenth. WNKY's Tej Joshi live for us tonight in the historic Shake Rag neighborhood, taking in the sights and sounds of that event. Tej, good evening.
Yeah, Max, over the past hour or so, we've seen a lot more attendees start shuffling into this Juneteenth event. I want to reiterate the fact that they have blocked off a portion of road here in between State Street and College Street, and you can see behind me that there are a significant number of people here, and they are doing what they are calling a block party type event. You can see the moon bounce type apparatus behind me and all the people in their lawn chairs. I want to show you one of the main features of this event that they are using to commemorate Juneteenth, and that is the chalk that writes out Black Lives Matter here. We've seen lots of event goers and attendees filling in this chalk, and they're using all kinds of multicolored chalks. They've got blue, orange, yellow, and they're filling in with designs and other patterns this Black Lives Matter chalk outline. I want to continue to show you some of the other features of what's happening here at the event. As we go a little bit closer to the Shake Rag Barbershop, one of the cornerstones of this historic Shake Rag district, we'll get close to a stage where we've had speakers speaking throughout the night, and we'll continue to have more speakers that will come here all the way through the end of the night. This event is going to go till about 10 o'clock, if not even later. And as we get closer to the stage, we can also get closer to some of the food they have laid out. They've got free food here for all attendees and event goers. That includes burgers, hot dogs, Donato's Pizza, and other food put together by those in the community organizing this event. And again, that organizing group is the Bowling Green Freedom Walkers. The last thing I want to say, Max, is from a public health perspective, there is still space here, even as we see more people come in to socially distance, but there is not, I would say not everyone here is wearing a mask. A significant number of people are, but not everyone. So I just want everyone who's potentially coming to this event later in the day to keep that in mind from a public health perspective. Max, I want to send it back to you in the studio now.
All right, Tej, looks like a great time out there. Thank you so very much. Turning our attention now to the forecast. Nash Roads in tonight for Cody Bailey. Nash, sunny but hot out there for that event taking place right now.
Absolutely sunny, hot. We've had a few dodgy showers here and there, but for the good news for them, not seeing any in Bowling Green right now. They've mainly stayed in these southern portions of south central Kentucky. Down here in Franklin, you'll notice they're a little bit cooler than we are up here in Bowling Green and Woodbury. The warmest of the bunch right now is Brownsville at 88 degrees. Dew points right now are in the 60s for the most part, with some places getting into the upper 60s. Bowling Green at 62 right now. It's making it feel very humid. It's also making those feels-like temperatures climb up into the 90s in some places like Woodbury and even Bowling Green just moments ago. Looking at the radar, not a lot happening right now. A few showers down near Russellville and further off to the east. Coming up, I'll let you know just how long these showers are going to remain and also an upcoming forecast for you. Back to you, Max.
All right, Nash, thank you so very much. Now to the latest on the coronavirus here in Kentucky. We begin with the latest state numbers. As of tonight, 13,454 total cases in the state. That's an increase of 258 cases since yesterday. 3,516 individuals have now fully recovered, while 2 more Kentuckians have died due to the virus, bringing the total number of deaths to 522. And total number of tests, 341,140. Here are the latest local numbers and a pretty good day to sum it up. Warren County with just 7 additional cases since Thursday, bringing that county's total to 1,312. Only one other county in this viewing area reporting new cases tonight. That's Hart County with 3 additional cases. In all of these counties combined, 55 people have died from the virus. 1,510 have fully recovered. This time of year, many children are heading to camp, and as you can imagine, COVID-19 has drastically impacted those summer plans. WNKY's Josh Short reports.
Every summer, memories are made at local camps held by organizations like the Boys and Girls Club of Bowling Green and the Center for Courageous Kids in Scottsville. But this year, camp is canceled due to COVID-19. The organizations, however, developing a solution. Bring camp to the campers.
We had already started an initiative during the after-school program when we had to close to serve kids, and we knew that we set a goal early on that if this did roll into summer, that we were going to make it even bigger, even better, more robust.
It's being done through a virtual calendar of interactive activities like arts and crafts.
It was our mission to make sure every program, every bit of fun, interaction, all of those things that they got while they were at the club, that they would have access to through a digital platform to do at home if they wanted to.
In Scottsville, the Center for Courageous Kids Camp is in the same boat as the Boys and Girls Club. CCK is also going digital with songs and live skits by camp staff.
The good part of this is, much like our weekend retreats when we do serve families, our campers get a chance to bring the camp experience home with them, because a lot of times the camp experience is very difficult to describe once you're back, because it's not just an experience, it's a feeling that comes with it. So I think that the kids getting a chance to sit down in front of a computer screen and open up the CCK world to their siblings and their parents, I think it really does bring the camp experience full circle and impacts the whole family in a positive manner.
While summer camp organizers say there's no replacement for an in-person experience, this is a chance to publicize the summer camp experience to children around the nation.
We are really, really grateful that even in Scottsville, Kentucky, where kids normally come to us, we can now return the favor and spread our programming all across the nation. And for some of our families who have come overseas to join us, we can go ahead and still send that camp experience to them as well.
In Scottsville, Josh Short, WNKY News.
Josh, thank you. CCK will be experimenting with other virtual camp initiatives as the summer goes on. In the age of COVID-19, a local company is hosting a pretty unique job fair next week to fill many vacant positions. Shop HQ is hosting a drive-through job fair on Thursday in the parking lot of their Nashville Road headquarters in Bowling Green. All of the specifics are still being ironed out, but we're told the job fair will be very fast-paced. Participants should pull up with their resume in hand. An interview will take place right then and there. It will be held from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. with both full and part-time shifts available. The company is looking to fill 60 positions on the customer solutions team.
We're a very fast-paced environment. Right now we have very high demand due to the products we've been selling lately. So we're just looking to staff up. And you know, Bowling Green's been a great community for us, and hopefully we can fill our need here.
If it rains, the job fair will be moved to the following Friday. And we are just getting started this Friday night here on WNKY. We'll have more local news after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. We've got more local news now. The 22nd annual Step Up for Down Syndrome Walk is still a go here in South Central Kentucky. The organization announcing that the walk, formerly known as the Buddy Walk, will be on Saturday, September 19th at the Living Hope Baptist Church. The Step Up for Down Syndrome Walk is the largest annual fundraiser that the organization hosts every year. This year, the walk will actually be a car parade due to COVID-19. The full festivities kick off on Friday, September 18th with a virtual event.
And we just want to make them stand out and shine because they have so much to give to our community. They have so much that they can provide back to the community, and they have so many abilities that often get overlooked just because they are a little extra.
Between 1,500 and 2,000 people usually attend the walk every year. When we come back here tonight, we'll check back in with Nash Roads. Another look at our forecast as we take a live look now at our Smiths Grove Tower Cam. The day before summer officially begins. We have the Father's Day forecast next. All right, welcome back. We are being joined now by Nash Roads. If you didn't catch the broadcast at 5 o'clock over on NBC, Nash is joining us here at WNKY over the summer. He's going to be filling in for the chief, Cody Bailey, for multiple vacation days that Cody deserves, absolutely. Nash is joining us from
Nashville,
Oklahoma.
Tennessee.
And,
well, yeah. My hometown's Nashville, Tennessee. I go to college at the University of Oklahoma, further out west for a degree in meteorology. That's what I'm pursuing right now.
You do a great job. No one would ever know that you are in school. So we are very happy to have you. Father's Day, all eyes on the holiday.
Oh yeah, lots of weather in store, and I've got your update on that coming right up. Right now, though, a live look at our Smiths Grove Tower Cam. We've had on and off showers across the region for the past several hours. As we look here in South Central Kentucky, this shower is blowing up just east of us, out towards or further to the east of Bowling Green. But right now, we are remaining completely dry. Those winds from the west at about 5 miles per hour, keeping us nice and cool. But those dew points are relatively high. More on that in just a moment. But across the region, we are sticking in the upper 80s for the most part. 86 here in Bowling Green, 87 in Calhoun, 87 in Hopkinsville as well. Some of those places did hit that 90-degree mark just moments ago, but now just kind of cooling off now that the sun is starting to set. Dew points are in the upper 60s, though, making it feel nice and muggy outside. Maybe you walked out the door and definitely felt that humidity earlier today, and that's kind of fueling our fairly warm temperatures. Some of these feels-like temperatures almost hitting 90 degrees. As you can see here, Woodbury at 89, Brownsville at 89 as well. So Warmer weather is what we've got now. We've got more in store, but across the region, the radar looking nice and dry. Mainly showers sticking further to the east. As we take a closer look here out towards Munfordville, we've got a storm pop up just east of Munfordville. A little bit of lightning, but again, expecting this to rain itself out over the next hour or so. Not expecting any severe weather out of these pop-up showers and thunderstorms right now. However, further to the southwest, earlier this afternoon, we had some heavy showers out near Russellville and out near Allensville. And right now, these are just kind of popping up, light rain showers and then raining themselves out. And that's going to be the pattern we see for the remainder of the evening, your typical summer showers. Looking at future radar, though, later tonight, we are fairly dry. Get a little bit of clouds developing just around Bowling Green around 12 a.m. We're going to continue to see those clouds amplify into the morning hours where we have overcast skies, and we will start to see a few pop-up showers and storms. Actually, we'll call it partly cloudy. And we'll see those showers develop around noon into the evening hours. Got a low chance of rain tomorrow, but your focus should be on Sunday. We do have a system off to our northwest that's going to trigger some scattered showers right here in Bowling Green for Father's Day. Again, this is 6 a.m. in the morning. Notice we are clear, and that continues into about noon as well on Father's Day. But if you have any outdoor activities before 12 o'clock, go ahead and get those done earlier because you don't want to get them done in the evening. We've got rain showers moving into the region from the west. This is Sunday at 5 p.m. These are more organized than more of the isolated showers we've seen over the past few days, so that is definitely something to keep an eye on. Heading out the door tonight, the good news is it's not as chilly as it was earlier this week. Temperatures are in the upper 60s, fairly mild conditions with a light wind and some clouds developing, but again, no chances of rain. Those showers will fizzle out, like I said earlier. Weekend planner, we do increase into the 90s starting tomorrow. We'll stay in the 90s all the way into Sunday with scattered thunderstorms possible, especially after noon into the evening, so keep your eyes on that. Don't cancel any plans just yet. Just think about moving them into the morning or early afternoon hours. Looking at that 7-day forecast once again, sticking in the 90s all the way through the start of the upcoming work week before we drop into the 80s after we do have a chance for some storms starting on Tuesday. Some of those could be on the severe side. We'll keep you updated as that gets closer. Stay tuned. We've got sports coming right up.
Well, it seems we have officially reached the preseason award list part of the summer, and Athlon Sports kicked things off by releasing their preseason All-Conference USA teams earlier this week. Tyson Helton's squad is set to bring back a total of 16 starters this fall, so as you can imagine, Western Kentucky was very well represented with a total of 12 Hilltoppers players being recognized by the outlet. Of those 12, 4 were on the first team all-conference list, including reigning Defensive Player of the Year D'Angelo Malone and star tight end Joshua Simon. WKU's total of 12 players and 4 first-teamers ranks second among the 14 Conference USA members, only to UAB's total of 13 players and 5 first-team members. Sticking in the collegiate realm, earlier today, Southeastern Conference Commissioner Greg Sankey released a statement saying that Mississippi's state flag must change or the state could lose SEC championship sporting events in the future. Now, for those who may not be aware, Mississippi's state flag is currently the only state flag that still contains the Confederate symbol. The University of Mississippi and Mississippi State stopped flying the flag back in 2016, and both schools have shown support for a plan to have it changed. The University of Mississippi last hosted a Southeastern Conference Championship event back in 2016. As professional football teams continue acclimating to a new normal, the NFL is looking at yet another league-wide adjustment that includes expanding practice squad rosters. Now, in the past, each franchise could have 10 practice squad players, but now the league is discussing the possibility of bumping that number up to as many as 16. This would not only allow teams to have more flexibility in case a player tests positive for COVID-19, but also provide an additional chance for unsigned free agents like WKU alums Ty Story, Lucky Jackson, and Coco Darden. The NFL Players Association still has to agree to the new roster size, but with training camps on track to start next month, a decision is expected to come down very soon. And finally this evening, Triple Crown season is finally back and begins tomorrow with the 152nd running of the Belmont Stakes. A field of 10 horses led by odds-on favorite Tiz the Law will be chasing the $1 million prize around the 1 1/8 track at Belmont Park. Post time is set for 4:42 local time tomorrow evening. Now, the second leg of this year's Triple Crown will be the Commonwealth's very own Kentucky Derby, which of course will be held at Churchill Downs in Louisville on Saturday, September 5th. Max, back to you in the studio.
All right, Taryn, thank you so very much. We're going to take a live look now at outside of Bowling Green City Hall. We are recapping our top story where, as you can see, a couple dozen protesters standing outside, American flags in hand. We're told these protesters are actually chanting USA and asking for the mayor, Bruce Wilkerson, to resign from office. This comes in response to the mayor's decision earlier today to temporarily remove American flags from flagpoles on city properties. He is doing that because he learned that some sort of outside groups are coming through the area today. The mayor saying it seemed prudent to protect the American flags by placing them in safekeeping for a brief period of time. The mayor says those flags will be back on those flagpoles tomorrow. We have time for one final look at our forecast. Here's Nash with the latest.
Yeah, one last look. Temperatures are going to be in the 90s into the weekend. Again, a chance of rain on Father's Day. And a quick look at that 7-day forecast. We're going to have temperatures dropping into the 80s by the start of the work week.
All right, Nash, thanks so much, and thanks for joining us. Have a great weekend.